acclaimed debut Dalla Dalla. In my opinion, it's one of the most iconic 4th gen debuts. Full of exuberance, wittiness and laced with bops, the song is so damn good, and I find myself listening to it all the time. The girls shot to success with the song in hindsight. The girls are also under a big 3 company, or namely known as JYP Entertainment. Despite this, ITzy have shown us how talented and hardworking they are. Their songs are immaculate and top quality, and I see ITzy being a top girl group. They're already so popular despite not even reaching their 2nd anniversary. I predict ITzy being a top girl group. My hopes and wishes would be for the girls to have creative freedom with their songs and B-sides. I could also envision the girls becoming a million sellers like Blackpink. Honestly, with their constantly great album sales and charting, I have high hopes the girls will become a million sellers. ITzy have carved out a beautiful niche for themselves, and they have their sound and flavor. I mean, if an ITzy song comes on, everyone knows it's from ITzy. It has a noticeable formula. Overall, ITzy are incredibly successful, and they're defiantly lock-ins for this 4th generation. I mean, their dancing is top tier, and I generally feel like ITzy's dancing is so damn good. My girls are going to revolutionize the K-pop industry. And yeah, please be sure to leave your own opinions on ITzy in the comments section, and we can have a fun discussion. Also, just for a little fun, I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, ITzy is honestly going to be as big as Blackpink. They remind me of Blackpink a little bit. Blackpink's songs, while generic, no offense, are easy to distinguish. ITzy popularity is insane and big things are coming for them. Alrighty, next up is Idol. Idol, similar to ITzy, have been selling really good. I won't lie, Idol's latest songs haven't been my cup of tea. Their song Oh was the last track I enjoyed from them, which was in 2019. Oh my god, and Dumby Dumby, or however you pronounce it, are good songs, but seem to lack something. I talked about Oh my god in my K-pop songs that got boring videos, which will be linked in the description if you want my opinion on the song. Also, their summer single was good, but got old real fast after the first couple of days of its release. I found the song a little boring, but I digress. Despite this, Idol are doing pretty good as well. Charting wise, I do think they need to improve in that metric, but their YouTube views are relatively similar to ITzy's. Overall, Idol will most likely also be the 4th gen leaders. I feel like they be like Wonder Girls, a few hits new to their belt, but not crazily popular, if you know what I mean. Overall, I think Idol and ITzy will lead the 4th gen. Okay, the next group is Fromus. Fromus has had a very interesting and unconventional 2020. They had a 1.5-year hiatus in which the members didn't release any music. That period harmed the group, if I'm being honest. Their popularity with their previous tracks dwindled when they disappeared for such a long time. Granted, it wasn't their fault, as their company was prioritizing iZone at the time. Despite this, I loved their recent song Feel Good. It was truly a feel good song and a whole bop. I loved the retro chiller aura of the track. Despite this, I nominate Fromus as my dark horse. Their sales haven't been the best, but I'm rooting for them. I feel like with iZones, you know what comes up. The company needs to let them come back more frequently. Fromus has a bubbly and cute concept which could allow them to stand out amongst other groups. If their company plays its cards right, I could see them retaining some popularity. Do I see them being leaders? Not really, but honestly, anything is possible. I wish them the best, and yeah, Fromus is my dark horse. Next up is Everglow. Everglow debuted in the same year as ITzy. I won't lie, Everglow have the YouTube views, but their charting and album sales don't add up. I feel like their company isn't being wise. I get paying for ads on their music videos, but the true focus should be on the group or the members. Everglow title tracks aren't my taste, but their debut song was nice. I feel like the title tracks are very EDM heavy and ride off trends. In my opinion, I do like the group, but I feel like haven't yet carved or cemented a niche for themselves. When I think of Everglow, I think Maya, the face of the group, and Aespa's height and their YouTube views. Their music never crosses my mind. Of course, this may vary for you, but yeah, I feel like in a few years, if Everglow cement a concept and niche that will appeal to more fans, then they could be on this list. I feel like Everglow will slowly build some popularity. As of right now, January 2021, I feel like they are not quite there yet in terms of being considered 4th gen leaders. On the other hand, if they were to become more pi=OPUALR, I could see it happening. Okay, now let's talk about Aespa. Aespa are a big 3 girl group from SM Entertainment consisting of members Ningning, Karina, Giselle and Winter. The group as of right now is a month or so old, so still super new to the industry. I feel like it says without saying that they'll be quite popular. Similar to ITzy, they're from a big 3 company, so I'm sure they do very well. Black Mamba was badly received and had mixed reviews. Despite this, I feel like Aespa will do very well in the industry. I won't lie, it's hard to predict anything when they've only just debuted, but I think it's pretty obvious they do well. I do hope SM finds a comfortable concept for them. I feel like Black Mamba's concept was a weird hybrid of KDA and a fairy concept. I feel like a fairy mixed with girl crush concept would fit the group well. Aespa is doing quite well, so yeah. Also, Gens, be sure to leave below your theories on the groups I've mentioned so far. The next group is Weekly. Weekly is a 7-membered girl group from Plame Entertainment. They debuted in the summer of 2020. Their debut song was very cute and feel good. I feel like Weekly will be similar to Oh My Girl, decently mid-tier. Their sales are impressive for a girl group under an on big 3 company, as they're around 8 months at the moment. Their next couple comebacks will determine their footing in the industry. It seems like an innocent, fresh, and cute concept is their really good niche. I won't lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Weekly was to become a 4th gen leader. Their music is great, and it seems like they are charting decently. I feel like them being affiliated with Apink is why they've caught a bit of popularity in Korea. Other rookie groups that debuted in 2020 haven't sold the best, and they seem to do decently overall. Weekly is an outliner and a little dark horse. I feel like if their popularity remains in Korea, I could see them becoming one in the upcoming years. Okay, so if you guys are a day-to-day subscriber of mine, become a Yejin if you haven't already, by the way. Anyways, I'm more or less a girl group stan, and most of my favorite groups are girl groups because woman. But I digress. I thought I would include a couple of boy groups, and yeah, if any of y'all stand, they add your input in the comments section. Okay, so the first group is Ateez. Ateez popularity has honestly increased, and it seems like their company is doing a good job with them. In the summer of 2020 they won against a senior group, which is great. I feel like they could also be the next leaders of the 4th gen. Their album sales also seem to be increasing, which is showing growth. Ateez reminds of Oh My Girl, who was slowly building up their popularity. I see them being leaders and honestly good on them. The last boy group that'll be mentioned is TXT. TXT is more or less quite obvious. They're under BTS company Big Hit Entertainment. Their popularity has been quite decent, and it seems like they'll also be leaders. I don't have much to say about this group honestly, but yeah, definitely 4th gen leaders. Okay, your next group is Stayc. Now Stayc is another dark horse that I'm rooting for. I remember seeing their debut teaser pictures floating around social media, and I thought nothing of it, because K-pop group debuts almost every single day. But yeah, I never paid much attention to them until their debut was posted on Reddit, and I thought, okay, why not watch it and give it a try. Not to mention their company has produced a couple iconic K-pop songs like Chungha's Roller Coaster and a couple of Apink tracks. But yeah, the song was really good. Dalla Dalla is my favorite debut song, but So Bad comes in second place. I feel like the song was very simple, but nice. The music video was surprisingly non-cheap looking. I expected it to be a lower budget, no offense, but it wasn't. Not to mention the main vocalist was under Jip for quite a bit, so she has been around the ITzy members when they were trainees. Despite this, their debut was great, and there was a period where I was listening to the song. I won't lie, their next comeback will be interesting considering So Bad charted reasonably well on the charts. Their debut also had a little bit of talk in Korea because of the main vocalist being an ex-Jip trainee. Regardless, it's awesome that some non-big 3 girl groups and boy groups can find some success. I feel like Stayc has the potential to do well. Will they be leaders? Who knows? I see them having a reasonably popular song later in the career. I would love for them to be leaders because they deserve it. Yeah, I'm rooting for them, and yeah. Okay, Yejins, there are a couple more groups left, stick around you guys. Next up is Loona. Loona is a tricky situation. Loona, if you don't know, has 12 members and they debuted in 2018 under BBC. Loona is probably one of the oldest groups on this list, if I am being real. Loona is gaining popularity, and if they continue this way, I can see them leading the generation. This is very subjective, but in my opinion, I prefer their earlier songs like A Butterfly and Hi Hi. The mix of girl crush and elegance. I feel like Loona are very talented, and I would love to see them leading this generation. Of course, we'll see in due time. Loona's international popularity seems to be their strongest suit, so I can see them being more popular internationally despite this loona are a K-pop group, and so they still need some Korean appeal. I feel like if BBC was to continue promoting Chu and giving Heejin solo promotions and advertising that could elevate their popularity. Loona is very dance heavy similar to ITzy, and I feel like their choreo has been lacking recently, especially with their song Why Not. The formations they did in Butterfly were gorgeous, and if they continued on that route, that would be great. It also seems like SM was very interested in the great group. Overall, Loona has the potential to do well. They could lead the 4th gen. They have quite a few standout members like Chu, Heejin, Kim Lip and ITzy that can lure in new fans. Loona's in the middle 4. Okay, next is Cherry Bullet. Now Cherry Bullet is honestly a group I unintentionally ended up linking. Cherry Bullet is a 7-membered girl group under FNC. Yes, the company's with AOA, but I digress. Basically a Cherry Bullet has dealt with a whole lot of ish despite being almost 2 years as a group. They've lost quite a few members as well as mismanagement issues. Despite this, they're having a comeback pretty soon, which is a mini album. When I tell you all those girls have been having standalone singles since 2019, damn. But yeah, overall, Cherry Bullet popularity isn't exactly high, but I have high hopes for them. I feel like we've seen many groups blow up or increase in popularity 4 or 5 years into their carers exit, and Oh My Girl being prime examples. I feel like FNC need to start pushing other members. Cherry Bullet has the advantage of having a stacked amount of talent in the group. They have 2 great singers, 1 dancer and Ju and the future 4th gen it girl. I feel like allowing Remy to post more dancer covers, allowing members like Cherin to go on variety shows, giving Juan more commercials and modeling gigs, and allowing Bora on Masked Singer, etc. Cherry Bullet has a lot of potentials, and, sadly, the company is putting in the bare minimum. Cherry Bullet's label mates Farm only debuted with a movie. Y'all, it's crazy. Essentially FNC isn't exactly Nugu and lacks resources. They don't have big 3 hype or connections, but they still have something. FNC is nicely mid-tier, and I hope they promote and treat Cherry Bullet better. I see Cherry Bullet slowly building popularity with each comeback. I see them getting it reasonably popular in a couple of years. Their music is super catchy and would be very GP friendly. If FNC gave them a little more push, it would be great. Also, the company seems to give them comebacks out of the blue, and their last releases have seemed super rushed. Cherry Bullet is ones to look out for in my opinion, and even if they don't become leaders, I can see them being WJSN level, mid-tier level with some general public appeal. Okay, we now have Cignature, who debuted in February of 2020. They are approaching their 1st anniversary, so they are not as new as their rookie counterparts. Signature's debut was pretty good. I believe they're related to 6 or something, but yeah, I won't lie, their other 2 releases weren't my thing. Signature is very experimental. Career wise, I don't think they'll lead the 4th gen, but I do see them having some Korean appeal at some point. I feel like they have a couple of moderate hits and won't be completely Nugu. I envision them being like Momoland, a group with experimental and funky music. Signature may have a decent hit somewhere down the line, but yeah, I feel like I don't know the members very well, so maybe if their company was able to push certain members, their popularity could increase. Okay, lastly we have Rocket Punch, is a girl group under Woolim. Rocket Punch is interesting because right now they're 6 members after IZone disbands. Chiwon is more or less going to join the group as she's also under Woolim Entertainment, seeing as Chiwon is reasonably popular in IZone and will have the produce hype around her. I have a feeling Chiwon will lure in new fans for the group. Rocket Punch is doing okay at the moment, and I think Chiwon's addition will get the ball rolling for them. Chiwon would fit into Rocket Punch well. Not to mention, having an ex-produce members means Chiwon is more likely to be the stan attractor she lures in new fans. Think of it like if Somi was in a girl group, she would be luring new fans due to her popularity. So yeah, I hope Rocket Punch's company plays their cards right. Rocket Punch RV gone unnoticed, but with Chiwon's addition allowing her to go to variety shows whilst also blending in with the members and group dynamic would be great. Overall, Rocket Punch could be the 4th gen leaders with Chiwon being added in. There's some potential. Okay you guys, thanks for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. Be sure to click subscribe to become part of the Yejin fam and hit the like button to show your support. Also, leave your opinions on your own 4th gen leaders, boy groups or girl groups. Okay then, I love you all, see ya.